you guys? Hi, welcome to my live. Happy Sunday. Welcome to my life. If you're watching this on replay, hi, please don't forget to do the hashtag replay down below. Let me know how you're doing. And I probably will have a lot of questions and whatnot, so please answer those down below. And yeah, hi. Who is here? Leanne, Diamonds and Doxies. Hi, how are you doing, sweetie? Dawn is here. Hi, sweetie. How are you doing? And we have Alana. Hi, sweetie. How are you doing? Ooh, and we have Karina. How are you doing, sweetie? It's been a while. Whew. I missed you last week, but as you know, I wasn't here. I was at that vacation house with David, his siblings, their cousin, and his wife in this beautiful, beautiful area. Bonjour, Melanie. How are you doing, sweetie? Hi, Michelle. How are you doing, sweetie? All the sweeties and honeys and loves and pumpkins and whatnot. You forget the time, Karina? Well, that's okay. I sometimes forget the time. I mean, sometimes I'm sitting here nodding away and I look at my clock and go, oh, it's 7. Yeah. Sometimes I'm just like darting away and I'm like, what time is it? Oh, time for my life. So yeah. I love this diamond painting, so I kind of get lost in it, which is amazing, right? I am what did I say? Less than, just about 1/4, right? I've done about 40 centimeters at 180. So about 1/4. Michelle is doing okay. I'm glad to hear it. Melanie says hi to everybody. And yeah. So, how has your weekend been? I mean, it's pretty early for some of you or midday for others of you, but here it's, 7 p.m. and nearing the end of the day. Well, not quite. We have to get up early again tomorrow. So, ugh, I hate getting up early. You know that? Yesterday, I had to get up at 6 a.m. Granted, I said I would do it all on my own, but I still hate it. I felt so sorry for myself when my phone rang. I was like, "Can I can can somebody bring the child? I can put her in bed and we can sleep." No, okay. So yeah, we were babysitting Rosa yesterday. My brother had some teaching, some classes he needed to do about. Well, it would take him 3 hours by train to get there. Had it been by car, it would have been about an hour and a half. But yeah, Leanne is up by 5 a.m. But again, I'm asleep around 8 p.m. Yeah, no. No. 8 is around the time where I'm really, oh, what are we doing now? I mean, I'm right awake. Yeah. But I was like, ugh. Even Rosa, when I came down, like, my brother sent a picture and she looked, awake and everything. And I came down and she was on the couch and we go, Auntie, why are we up so early? It was like 6:45 or something. It's like, I don't know. Ask your dad. And he's like, Dad, why are we up so early in the weekend? I don't, because your dad is crazy. I mean, but yeah. So we drove my brother to the train station, and then we drove out here. I placed her in front of the TV, and I just sat, in the couch next to her, and was like, close my eyes a little bit, can I fall asleep? No, I cannot because the child keeps talking, which, I mean, she's cute and adorable, and I love her, but 6 a.m. Ugh. Sometimes I actually appreciate not having to do that every day. Oh, thank you, Don. Yeah, I do my best. And we really did enjoy having her out here yesterday. She was playing, she was outside with David in the garden. And, you know, she is pretty self efficient. She can play with herself. She loves to play with me. And we played, I don't know, she would have a bakery and I needed to buy groceries and stuff. And, and then eventually I was like, I am just going to lay here on the floor. If you need me, say something. Otherwise, I'll be asleep. Melanie, my day so far is okay. Feeling meh. It's Remembrance Day tomorrow, although it is every day for me, but the social media, and community exposure brings up a lot of emotions for me. Oh, I'm sorry, Melanie. Remembrance Day. Is that for soldiers or I'm sorry, Melanie, that I don't know. And I'm sorry that's every day for you. But yeah. Oh, look, you can't see any of the kitties. I think that I need to do something in here. There's stuff everywhere. Don't I keep saying that and then I don't do it? Yeah, me too, Dawn. I'm sorry, Melanie. Oh, look. Oh, gosh. Look what got in the other day. Exotic flora. Oh, lest we forget, I think it's Veterans Day. Okay, well, then I know what it is. Oh, other way around. Classic flowers and the Christmas season. Yeah, and I have big plans for this one. Just saying, you have to wait and see. There you go. Yeah, and people are saying their sorries to Melanie. Melanie, may I ask who you lost that was in the military? It's okay if you don't want to answer. Uh, I've had friends who was in the military that came home with PSTD. Um, one of them were in the Helmand province in Afghanistan, and he came home and he seemed fine. But then, after I don't know a few months, he were at a training session and he just couldn't pick up his rifle. Every time he tried to pick it up, he would get a panic attack or his hands would shake, stuff like that. So it isn't fun. You need to take better care of our veterans. Even here in Little Denmark, we are not very good at taking care of them. So, yeah. Oh, I'm sorry, Melanie. Yeah. We have, I've read a news article about this guy who, because living in towns and cities was so stressful for him, he ended up every year he would move out into a forest of some kind in a um, what are they called? Well, anyway, he would move out into the forest, even in a tent or something like that, just to get away. Out there, he was nice and quiet. He was with the birds and animals, and not a lot of people. Melanie was a military wife for 26 years. My ex is still in active service, and so is my youngest son. Michelle, I'm sorry I'm leaving. I'm not having a good day. No, I'm sorry, Michelle. Take care, okay? And reach out to somebody if you need it. Yeah. I hope that your ex and your youngest son is taken care of, Melanie. It is rough having family and friends in the military. Yeah. Over here, it's after the election. There is a lot of worry because you know our military is pretty much run by America. So I mean, we lose our boys and men, young boys and females whenever there is a war going on. Started by the U.S. or something, and we have to admit that a lot of them is started. That the U.S. decide, okay, we're going into this war, we're going to end this war, which then escalates it. We lost a lot of young people in Afghanistan or in Iraq. These wars that, I mean, yeah, sometimes we had a choice, but you don't really have a choice. Which is, I think we talked about it in another live, how even though a lot of Americans is telling us, you don't have a say in our votings, in our presidential votings, we do have opinions because whatever is going on in the US affects us over here. It affects the rest of the world, even though a lot of people will say, well, it's our president. Wait, it is your president. But he, no matter if it's a Republican or a Democrat, has a lot of say for the rest of the world. I mean, since what was it that got a lot more expensive since Trump was elected? There was something that yeah. Oh yeah, we're a part of the UN, NATO. We are, but a lot of that is also run by the U.S. because you are the biggest country. I mean, we don't have China in those, so a lot of what's going on in NATO and the UN is run by the US. And let's be quite honest, Denmark is a teensy tiny little itty bitty country. And even though we do have some sway, we we're small. And yeah, Melanie, my two other sons are in law enforcement. I'm proud of my boys, but always worry. Of course you do, Melanie. You'll always worry no matter what they do. I mean, they could be mechanics and you will still worry about them. That's a yeah. Yeah, I know that, Leanne. And that is why right now we have a lot of NATO military people around Denmark and the seas around us because they are watching out for Putin and Russia. So we every now and then we would have the airplanes go over really really fast, and we would go like, "Oh, I wonder did someone enter our airspace, or is it just a drill?" Because we can hear it very very clearly, um, and we can hear it especially. Uh, was it earlier this year? We had um, a lot of, well, not a lot, but every now and then we would have Russian airplanes enter the Danish airspace. And if we heard two F-16s or whatever they have now, that would fly by really fast, we know, okay, somebody entered our airspace that wasn't supposed to be here. If it was just one that we could hear, it would just be, a flyby, checking that everything was fine. But it's, yeah. And last week or the week before, they have this big um, training session. What was it, 140 kilometers west of Denmark? Yeah, F-34s. Your windows were vibrating, Nina. Hi, Nina. How are you doing, sweetie? Yeah. Oh, yeah, we have them. Yeah, F-34. I can never remember which ones we have, Nina. But they were about 140 kilometers west of Denmark. They have this big, what are they called? Those big boats, hangar ships, hangar ships, um, where they were practicing both with their own and with the Danish. So yeah, and I get it; it's necessary, especially right now. The world is so insecure; you never know what's going on, and we have the war with Ukraine going on, and that has been years now. Is it almost 4 years? I can't remember. Can't remember. But it's fine. It's fine. So I picked up Rosa just around 7 yesterday, and we drove her dad to the rail station, and then we got home here, and I was doing my dang best to keep her away from the bedroom because she was like, "We need to get Uncle up." I was like, "No, no, Uncle was working late. He has to sleep a little." Right, that's true, Nina. So it's almost 4 years, right? Leanne, I live near a training facility and always have them flying over. The sound of freedom. Yeah. I mean, we have them pretty close by as well. Um, One of the air stations, whatever you want to call them. But you wanted to get David up by 8. And I was like, no, no, that is too early. And every 5 minutes she was like, can we wake up Uncle? I was like, no, 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 no. Oh, it's only 2 years, man? Only, almost 3? Oh, you see, Nina? Um, so yeah, I got her waiting until it was 9:20 or something, where I said, okay, okay, let's go wake up your uncle. So I just couldn't keep her anymore. If I hadn't, you know, said okay, she would have started yelling very loud and woken him up anyway. So yeah. Melanie, yep, I lived in PMQ's private military quarters right across the airfield. You have no idea. I can't imagine people being in war torn countries. No, me neither. I mean, we get the pictures and videos from Ukraine, and those are horrible. I mean, you see houses blown to bits. You see dead people. You see dead children, dead babies. And then we have the Israel Palestinian war going on, and that one is, I don't know. I can see it from both sides. I can, but killing kids, babies, is wrong in so many ways. And when you directly go after hospitals, that is, yeah. In my world, it's abhorrent. I mean, I saw a number how many people, how many children were murdered in less than a month in in uh, in the Gaza Strip, and I mean, yeah. Oh, I can imagine, Melanie. Hey sis, how are you doing? I can imagine, you having to hold everything. I'm. Have you seen Mary Poppins? The scenes where the captain down the road was firing his cannons X amount times of days. Where whenever he did it, they would have to hold everything. I would imagine that that would be something like that. I mean, I just know what it sounds like when the window is singing. Whenever they fly by really really fast, then you have that. Have you that singing of the windows where you can hear it? You're like, "Ooh." Yeah. Hey Tracy, how are you doing? Welcome, welcome. Leah, how is my nieces doing? I had the youngest of my nieces here yesterday. All day. She had a great day up until about an hour before I had to drive her home. We were we were having dinner before she left, and everything was fine. And then she had eaten something with her fingers, so she got these little crumbs on them, and then she would eat some cucumber, and these little crumbs, whatever, ended up the cucumber, and she wouldn't eat them because they didn't taste good. And I was like, huh? And I was saying, you know what? This comes from your fingers. It's just a part of your food. Eat it. Yeah, I saw that sis that she got off her boots. Boot, just one. So did she have a skinny white leg? But it's good she got it off. So yeah, and then that was over. We went to, I told her, okay, you can watch like one episode of DuckTales, and then we need to go pick up your dad from the rail station. Everything was fine. We went to take on our shoes and jackets and whatnot. And all of a sudden, um, she wouldn't take on her shoes by herself, which she can. She can, you know, put on her shoes and her jackets, everything on her own. And then she just wouldn't. And whenever she isn't getting it her way, she will start crying, whining, and tell us how much she misses her mom and that she wants her mom, which, granted, she doesn't see her mom very much. And I don't know. I mean, she must at some point have experienced that that one works. That people, maybe my brother gets upset by it. I don't know. But every time she's tired, or you tell her something that she doesn't want to do, she's either I'm tired, I want my mommy. Which, I mean, like I'm telling her, you know what? I get it. I understand you miss your mom, but there's nothing I can do about it. Nothing. Okay, so we went out there, and I was like, I have to take on my shoes and my jacket, so you have to do that by yourself. And she started the "I want my mommy, I miss my mommy" kind of concert, and I was saying, you simply has to do this because we're gonna pick up your dad. And then she said something, and I only heard like a bit of it because she was mumbling. And I was like, I'm sorry, what did you say? And then she was like something, but you're stupid. And I said, excuse me. You know that I don't want that kind of language in my home. And if I tell your dad, he will tell you the same because that is not okay. I don't want to hear that language here because um, she does it to provoke, and because she knows that at home she isn't allowed to say stuff like that. So she is checking out, okay, what can she do out here, even though she knows damn well that that isn't allowed out here as well. So I was, getting a little stern, saying, I don't want that language out here, and that is simply not okay. So she started crying again. I was like, I'm sorry, I didn't mean it, and all of that. And I want my mommy. And I was like, so if you don't mean it, why do you say it? Like, I don't know, it just pops out of my mouth. I mean, like, then you need to watch your mouth. Yes, but I'm practicing. And I'm like, well, you don't practice very well, you know. But I'm like, it's not okay. I simply do not want to hear a language like that. It's not okay to tell people that they're stupid or that you don't like them or whatever it is that she has a tendency to say, you know. And I mean, like, it isn't okay. So she started crying with the crocodile tears and everything, and I ended up having, to put on her shoes because we had a deadline. We needed to pick up my brother. And she got in the car and she was a little upset with me because, you know, I had said stop. So she was like sitting in her chair going like, Mom, where's my mommy? I want my mommy. And I was just nodding and said, I know. And then all of a sudden, there was a snoring coming from the back seat. So it's like she was tired. And yeah, she didn't even hear it when my brother got into the car and we were talking on the way home. She was so tired and she was snoring loudly. Uh, she's walking like an old man with wet pants there. Yeah, that's so funny, right? When they walk like, but yeah. So then they came home and and she was woken up so that she could come inside and I just walked them in and then I wanted to go home. So I got a hug from her and I was like, so did you have a nice day? Did you have a nice day out here? And she was like, no. So was it just the last hour or so because you were yelled at? But I don't yell at her, but um, that I told you no. It's like yes. So other than that, it was a good day. Yes. It's like oh, but you did not behave very well, did you? No. It's like poor baby. She was tired and I was tired. But yeah. And it's hard because usually she has pretty free range out here. I rarely tell her no. I rarely tell her that she can't do something. So she is very upset every time I have to do it. And even though she knows really, really well that there is just some things that isn't okay out here. I don't want her to say mean things to me or David or anybody else for that matter. And then I know what my brother doesn't want her to do, so I try to, you know, let that be a part of what she can do out here. Um, so yeah, the 4-year-olds, but yeah. But I don't think it'll be the last time we'll have her an entire day because my brother do have these training sessions every now and then. Um, and since her mom isn't always very interested in having her, I mean, she would. She had a birthday party yesterday for her family, and Rosa wasn't invited. And I'm like, this is your family coming, and it would be family bonding time for Rosa to see the family that she rarely gets to see, and you don't want her there? My brain was a little, please do make some sense. I mean, why? How? Yeah. And Nina just waits till she's 14. Now that is fun. At 14, I'll just take her phone away. Hey, Marie Casey. Yeah, sure. It's okay. We've just been here half an hour. It's fine. You're not late. You're right on time. Yeah. War. Yes. Yeah. I will take her phone, Nina, and I will make her play board games with me. And then she'll never misbehave again. Maybe. I don't know. Oh, and I will take the Wi Fi away. Yeah. I don't know. There's 10 years, a lot can happen in 10 years. Um, I mean, hopefully she'll still want to be here in 10 years. That this is her safe place away from home. I mean, she does call this home, you know, and she loved the cats. Yesterday we were at, wasn't it when we had dinner before I brought her home? We were talking about the cats, where they were, where were they hiding. So Pelle, our ginger baby, was in a cardboard box in front of us on the table. They're allowed to do that. And Max, the Norwegian forest cat, was over at the couch. And we were talking about the colors, and then was like, so how about Flux? What color is he? And he was like, he's a handsome dude. It's like he is. And which is so funny because other times she's like she doesn't like him, She preferred Pelle to any of the other ones. Um, so for her to say he's a handsome dude, it's like, oh, that's my baby. Nina, I did that with my girls, especially when they were meant to sleep. Normally, it was only a problem when they had friends to sleep over, but the friends' phones was also to be left in the living room. Yeah, yeah. Marie says hi to Tracy, Leanne, Dawn. Leah, she's trying to find her limit because she feels safe. So it's a big compliment. Oh, I know, sis. I know. Um, but she also needs to know what the limit is. And yeah. And I don't yell at her. I don't like yelling at kids at all. I can't get, the stern voice. It's like, okay, where you make your voice just a little darker than it usually is, like, okay, this is it, right? I would talk like this normally, and here's the end of it. So I don't believe in yelling at kids. I don't believe at scolding them. I mean, I will tell them, okay, this is what ends. But, and I know she's feeling safe enough out here that she can, test her limits, which I'm grateful for that. but I also have to say, okay, this is not okay. And she's smart enough that she knows this is what she can do out here, and this is what she can do at home, and this is what she can do at mom's place. She's smart enough to know that. Karina, children her age has to protest and try things. Oh, they do. And I love it. I love seeing her little brain work. You can see it. How that little brain is working, trying to figure out what to do next. I love it. And I'm always waiting, okay, what is gonna enter her mouth, or not enter, um, come out of her mouth next. So what crazy idea is he gonna have, or you know I love it, and I love that I get to be a part of it. um yeah, when I picked her up, we would on the way out here we were talking about, that we've seen each other Monday when we had gymnastics. Then I was babysitting her on Tuesday while my brother had a meeting. And then yesterday, where daddy had this teaching that he had to do. And we had also talked about, there was 2 days to Monday, so we would see each other soon. So we've seen each other 3 times this week. Yes, he said. In only 2 days we will see each other again. It's like, that's two. So that's almost 4 times in a week. This was yes. So are you babysitting me again next week? It's like, I don't know. Need a crazy excuse. What excuse? Yeah, I'm only listening because I'm driving. Yeah, I'm guessing that you've taken Melu to her boarding. Wouldn't that be the best way to translate it? Translate it boarding school? I don't know. I don't know. Oh, by the way, I have a question. Um, see, here comes one of the voices. So I can't remember who was talking about this. How people who follows some of the same creators and had noticed that some creators tend to say the same sound or phrasing again and again and again. Like if you would count it during a video, it would be a lot. Uh, children can find some crazy excuses for the way they behave. Oh, they can. And they're supposed to. And she's supposed to test her limits and find um, find out what is okay wherever she is. So, anywho, I was wondering, except for the whatever, do I have a phrase that I use a lot? Because I was just wondering, like, I was trying to to think, is there something that I keep saying? Kind of like you, Leanne, and whatnot. Yeah. I have Leanne who's she's saying, anywho, I'm gonna chat your ears off. Yeah, that is for my whipping chat, right? I'm perfect, Tracy. Yeah, that is a part of my whipping chat, Leanne. You can't think of anything, Don? Tracy loves it. Yeah, that is my whipping chat. I'm going to chat your ears for a while, okay? Okay. I can't even remember when I started doing it. I was just, oh, I like that. Because I'm chatting your ears off for a while. Tracy, I love it when Leanne calls me y'all. Yeah. And I love it when she says, anywho, or anyhow. Nothing jumps out at you, Melanie. Huh? I think it's so funny. So now I'm like, every time I watch your video, I'm like, so do you have a phrase or a sound or whatever that, that I would say a gazillion times during a video? And like, I know that's it. Leanne is laughing at Tracy. Yeah, that's a Texan thing, Tracy. Y'all. And have you noticed? It depends on where in Texas people live. For instance, Leanne has one way to say it compared to the way that Shay is saying it. And whatnot is your thing. Yeah, I do have some. Karina, the British says a lot, you know. Yeah, they do. It's kind of like when you live here in Denmark, you have, even though Denmark is so small, depending on, even though, so when I was studying in Odense, which is Denmark's third largest city, we would have some of the other students who came from just north of Odense it's a small town called Tommerup. And some of the girls there, oh, what was it that they kept saying? Um, it is a Danish version of right. And I loved it. I mean, sometimes it would be, okay, you have said that at the end of every sentence today, and I gave up when I reached 50. in an hour. But it's so funny because you have that really singing accent that they use on Funan, and then that Egasta. Yeah, right, Leah. Egasta. And then they have that da at the end of it. Melanie Canadians is and people in Berlin is whenever they ask a question, they go question, no, like NE. And I had a tendency to do that when I came home. Whenever I would say something or ask something, I would use that. Tracy, I love y'all's words. Y'all. I can remember the first time I heard somebody say y'all. Or, for me, it would be y'all. But then I heard it was like, oh, so that's how you say it. I'm like, why would you say y'all? Y'all. It didn't make sense the first time. I was like, oh, because I saw it written. And I was like, no, how do you say that so it makes sense? And even though, for instance, you have Shay and Butter who lives, is it within 20 minutes or something? And they say y'all so differently. Maybe because Butter is born and raised Texan and Shay is born in California. Leanne Florios is all y'all. Yeah, I know Leanne. Tracy, I'm Canadian. I never say I think it's a horrible one. Yeah, I love listening to the difference in language. I find that really interesting. Leah, lazy talk like in Boston. Right, right. The cockies. Let's go to the park. I love Bostonian. I could listen to it all day. Ooh, Leah, have you seen Chicago Fire? Because I'm getting really, really close to the episode with David. We're watching it where Joe is in it, and I can't wait. Because he's supposed to have that Chicago accent, and I'm like, no, that is going to sound so wrong in his mouth. But I'm looking forward to it. And I'm pretty sure I'd be when he turns up on my screen with poor David and the cats. We were watching yesterday evening, so I didn't get any YouTube or whatever. And you're watching PD? Okay. I watch whenever we have a crossover. I'm watching PD and Matt, and then when I'm done with the fire, I'm gonna start PD and then Matt. But yesterday we were watching, and then one of the characters, Matt Casey, who's been away from the show for quite a while by now, all of a sudden turned up on the TV, and I go, "Oh, look, poor cats." Don, Mia, you just like Donnie Wahlberg's accent. Yeah, and Joe Mack, and Danny's, and Jordan's, and Jonathan's. I like all of them. Karina watch sci-fi. Oh, I love sci-fi. I love sci-fi. I also need to get back to my supernatural. I'm behind on that one. I think I'm season 9, 8. Yeah, Dawn, it's just the Bostonian. I love it. I can't help it. I've been influenced since I was 10 years old. I know, Karina, that it's fantasy. Sci-fi is Star Trek, Star Wars. I've never been a big fan of Star Wars, but when I had my hysterectomy a few years back, they went in with the it's not a computer. is you have these things that they pop into your stomach and then they do everything with them. And when they removed them and stitched me up, the scars that I have looks like small TIE fighters. So I have two TIE fighters on my belly. Animus, hey! Tardy to the party and partially licking. It's fine, Artemis. How is your kids doing? And did you ever get a answer back from and then the name is gone. Anywho, you know who I mean. And you're never late. Leah just started Supernatural again for the fifth time. I think that I have seen up till season 11, 12 a lot of time. I haven't seen past season 12 for some reason. I don't know. Maybe because we stopped having TV channels around that time. I can't remember. I cannot remember. But yeah, so I have heard people say that they skip the last episode on season 15 because then it's like they have a nice ending. And then I heard other people say, well, there's still a sad ending in the second to last episode. And I'm like, why wouldn't you just, yeah. Carrot.art, that's the name I was looking. Artemis, she's not wanting to sleep. That's why I'm semi-looking. But beyond that, she's fine. How's your niece? And no, they went silent. Of course they did. Rosa is fine. I was talking about her a little earlier. We had her yesterday. And except from the last hour, everything is fine. So yeah, she is. It's like David and I talked about, she's 4. She's supposed to be like this. And she still has, even though she has a massive vocabulary, that's the word of it, she still lacks the ability to explain everything she feels, right? And it'll be a while before she has that ability, even though she would have the vocabulary to express it. She's still just 4. So I mean, yes, she gets upset and angry and whatnot, and I wouldn't expect it any other way. But yeah, she's an amazing kid. Every kid is amazing in their own way. I mean, I love seeing kids grow up, and I love seeing the little personalities. And it really doesn't matter if it's kids I don't know, just get to watch from afar, or if it's, family's kids or friends' kids. I love seeing them grow up and find their own, personalities and interests, stuff like that. Like yesterday, I was knitting. Okay, Melanie, I was knitting her dress. It's getting closer to being done. It is here. So I was knitting on her dress, a tunic. I'm not sure what it's going to be yet. So we're getting close to the end. And she was, what was it? We were talking about knitting. And I asked her, so do you want to learn how to knit one day? And she was sitting a little and they were like, yeah, I want to learn how to knit. It's like, okay, so that you can knit dresses and stuff for yourself. She was sitting a little and was like, no, I want to learn how to knit socks for myself and my grandchildren. I was like, excuse me? Your grandchildren? Yeah, so do you mean your dolls at home? It's like, no, my grandchildren. Until when I grow up, I hopefully have kids. And I'm like, that is very serious words from a 4-year-old. and then they will have kids, and then I have to knit socks for them. I was like, Okay. So then what about your own kids? Are they not having socks? She looked at me and went, well, you're going to make those, auntie. I was like, um, okay. It's like, dang it, little girl, you're 4. Can we please not talk about things that's going to happen like 40, 50 years away? mm, Karina, and it has been a big trauma that her mom left her like that. Oh, absolutely, Karina, you're right. Adam is the color monster help mine. She can express feelings with colors if words don't help. Hmm, that might be an idea. Usually she's pretty good at expressing if she's angry, or it's more like the exact words for why she is feeling like yesterday. Why was she feeling upset that I told her this is not okay? You know, it is more that is upsetting her, that she doesn't have the wording, the vocabulary, whatever matureness to explain precisely why that was upsetting when she know it's wrong. Yeah, Dawn, yes, her grandchildren. It's like, um, can we just get you, to start school first, and then maybe, eventually confirmation if she wants to, graduation, take it in that stride, getting a boyfriend or girlfriend, get married if she wants to, and then we can talk about kids. I mean, there's a lot of steps before grandchildren. Like a second, I was like, okay, I'm not ready for this talk. I'm so not ready for this talk. Here we were talking about knitting, and bam, into a conversation about grandkids. I'm like, like, mm. And we're like, I've always said to Leah, my sister's kids, that whenever they have kids of their own, if they're having them, again, if they want to, and if they're having them, I'm gonna be, and it doesn't sound as funny in English, but I'm gonna be an auntie granny, you know, auntie granny, because I'm never gonna be a grandmother myself, so I can get to be that, being an auntie, right? And I was saying to Rosa, so now we're talking grandkids, then what would I be to those grandkids? And she looked at me like I was dumb. They're auntie. I was like, sure, of course I am. Like, she just looked at me incredulously and go like, they're auntie. Okay. Of course I am. I mean, how stupid can I be? Oh Lord, that is so funny. Yeah. Like I said, I love listening to what comes out of my mouth. Don, please don't forget to leave a thumbs up for our sweet house. Oh, thank you, Don. Yes, please hit that thumbs up button. It really does help my channel, and it makes me happy. All those YouTube algorithms and whatnot. Um, Karina, we had an Tante Anna when I was a child. She was my dad's father's sister. So we had that. She was called Muster, which that was my dad's muster. But they never had kids, her and her husband. So she was basically auntie to all of her nieces and nephews. She was never called anything else. Thank you, Tracy, for hitting that like button. Um, so yeah, she was an auntie to all of us. It took me years to before I found out that she wasn't really. Where's my phone? My brother is texting all kind of stuff. Now the same for my dad. I think I talked to her about it once, and it just never happened. Oh, my brother got a haircut. Okay. I was like, what are they texting about? It's not that I'm curious. I just need to know what they're texting about. But I'm not curious, not at all. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. Yeah, which is why, I'm an auntie because I am that for a lot of kids, and then we don't have kids. So I'm being an auntie to a whole lot of kids and a godmother for two boys that are growing up way too fast. I have a friend to whom we also call each other sisters, and her daughters, the oldest, will be 30 in a second. And I'm like, what? I mean, I don't recall letting anybody turn 30. That's my niece, and the youngest is 21, I think. I'm like, excuse me. Tracy has to leave. Have a great day, Tracy. Thank you for coming. I hope to see you again next Sunday. I don't think there will be any days off for a foreseeable future. I was trying to remember if there's any holidays this year that's on a Sunday. Thank you, Tracy. I look forward to see you. Yikes. Oh, I wrote my brother on Friday evening, like, I just want to tell you that I do have a slight cold, just so you know, if your daughter gets it. And he was like, oh no, she has a cold too. It's like, yay. So that slight cold that I have right now will be a serious cold by the end of the week because, yay, Rosa. She is so generously sharing every bug that she has with me. Yeah, that's just kids, right? They share everything, at least, and that is knock on wood. I told my brother that because he was, bugging how she dragged home every bug, and the kids were infecting each other in the kindergarten and daycare. And he was like, she gets everything. And then again, knock on wood, at least she haven't had lice yet. I mean, usually that goes around like whatever not. And she haven't had that. And now we're talking about it, and my hair is itching. Don't you know that feeling? Whenever you talk about it, your hair starts itching, or yeah. Talk about those little creatures. I had them so many times when I was a kid because some of the kids in my class, the parents wouldn't do anything about it. So we would just get it again and again. Eve, hi, sweetie, how are you doing? Just stopping in for a bit. Friend is on the way here with his 9-year-old that told him she wants a diamond painting for Christmas. Yay! Aw, that is so cool, Eve. Say Cassie hello, by the way. Karina, they can be really nightmares to get rid of. They can, especially if some parents just don't do anything about it. I can't wait for when Rosa one day wants to do some diamond painting. Wouldn't that be fun sitting, get little ones, then we can sit in the living room doing diamond paintings together? That would be fun. I mean, I'm pretty sure that my big ones, I'm not taking those out because cats. Eve, why wait? I have a mini Dazzles kit to give her. Ah, which one, Eve? Yeah, mini Dazzles are fun. And I am like, okay, I want all the extras because those are fairy dusts. Which is why I love this Alphonse Mucha. There are so many fairy dusts, and they're beautiful. Especially that cream colored one that is basically everywhere. I love that. I'm like just looking down and I see all the shimmering. Then I have a brown one. Then I have a two ABs, a 5200 and a 3607, which is this beautiful pinkish color. And I'm going to use that soon, right? So far, I've only put one on. Oh, you have the dragons one, Eve. That is cool. I didn't get the dragons one. No, not yet. They're on my wish list, but just because they're on the wish list doesn't mean that I'm gonna get it. You also need to. Don't you have one of those? One of the new Diamond Art Club pens with the putty in it. That would be a great pen to start with. Well, that one is in the mini dazzle. Karina, I don't know yet if I can be able to join you in January. Oh, it's okay, Karina. It'll be fun if people want to, but had to go to the vet with my cats. It was very expensive. Ooh, don't I know it? I was at the yearly vet appointment Thursday with Max and Pelle, and that was $200 just for the vaccinations and yearly checkup. Then the vet found out that um, they both have two bad teeth. So those are being extracted on Friday. And I don't know what that'll be. I was like, oh, okay. They were like, you know what? He was, poking their teeth and you can just visibly see them cringing. It's like, you know what? That just has to happen. I don't want my babies having toothache. So, yeah. Leah is working on her Blue Fox diamond painting. Eve, vet care is so expensive. It is. I mean, $200 for a vaccination and a health check for two cats, but still. Artemis is asleep now. Yay. Have you tried to see if Rosa likes diamond painting stickers? No, no, not yet. And I have that diamond painting that my brother bought, that cheap one. I have asked her, if she would want to do it with me, so we could do it together, and she has no interest in it. So, yeah, 3,000 Danish kroners for a blood test, Karina? That is expensive. That is way expensive. I don't think we've ever paid that much. Artemis with pet insurance help, and we have pet insurance for all of our cats, which is what helped last year when Spark had that bladder issue. They paid for all of that um, surgery that he had. We just had to pay, medication and whatnot. Tammy, hey sweetie, how are you doing? And Timothy, hi sweetie, how are you doing? It's okay to the both of you. We have Tammy and Tammy in the house. And Leanne has to leave. Oh no. It's okay, Leanne. Talk to you later. Have a great day. Say hi to Max and pet the puppies for me. I bet you have to run to the house. Kalina, when I went to my mom's funeral, Nora, she lost half her weight, so they had to take up her kidneys, and I still fight her weight loss. Ooh, that can take a while. It can take a while to gain that weight back. We're talking about weight. We've been Max, our Norwegian forest cat. He has gained 1 kilo in a year. And I'm like, I'm sorry. That's about 2 pounds in a year. And I'm like, how? That is a lot for a cat, even though he's a big boy. But 1 kilo, that is a lot in 1 year. So we're like, Max, is his birthday. Happy birthday, Max. And you need to make his pudding. Oh, give him a birthday. give him a birthday hug from me and say happy birthday. I wish him all the best for the new year. I didn't know that. What pudding are you making? Adam is, hey, Tammy and Tammy, which is, Adam is, it's, a good thing because we have Tammy and then we have Timothy. So sometimes it's like, which one am I talking to here? Luckily, there's nothing wrong with months. That's a good thing. Send happy birthday to him. Yeah, you need to sing a happy birthday song. Maybe I should send you a a little song where I sing happy birthday for him in Danish. Wouldn't that be fun? Yeah, and then in about a month, I think, we have to get Flux to the vet for his yearly vaccination and health check. It is always this time of year. It's okay. I mean, I know it's coming. And I love my babies, so yeah. Oh, tomorrow we're getting our heating back. Like, yeah, heating. We've not have any heating in our house for a week. Well, more than a week. But anywho, so we've been heating our house with our wooden stove and a lot of fans. Adam, if you've never heard the Danish birthday song, we actually have several. But we have one that most people use. Um, which is, I think it's a problem when you say a Danish birthday song because which one is it? But I guess, the one that most people is using. Oh my God, and my voice is weird. And I can't sing a tune to save my life. Artemis, we're getting everything redone tomorrow. Everything. They're coming at 9 in the morning. We will have no water, no heating, no everything all day. And then hopefully by the end of the day, we will have heating again and water. But I'm a little like, all day? That is a long time. So we need either tonight or when we get up in the morning to take a lot of water away, for toilets, to heat up for warm water, we need to do that. Otherwise, we won't have any water to drink. Or so before going to bed, I'm gonna refill this one. Which, by the way, don't forget to hydrate. Yeah. So that I have this one that I can drink tomorrow. So yeah, everything is getting redone tomorrow. And then we will have we have this kind of a closet that it's in right now. And it will fill, I think, maybe half of what it's right now when it's done. So it was like, oh, so we can have a little heating closet, above it. Like, yeah, we could put some of David's biking clothes or wet shoes or something in there and they could dry. Maybe, I don't know. Oh, Tim, you're not feeling well? I'm sorry. But hi, I'm glad you popped in. I hope you feel better soon and say hello to your David. All the Davids. So yeah, that'll be tomorrow. Maybe I should text my brother and ask. Because Rosa is supposed to come out here tomorrow, but it'll be. I think I should write him after this, just to make sure that. I haven't thought about that. Thank you. Sometimes when you talk about things, you go like, oh, hang on a minute. I didn't think of this. I need to talk to him how we're doing it tomorrow because I can't leave if they're not done. And I don't know how long they'll need. I think they should be finished by the time we have gymnastics. Maybe, I don't know. Have to ask my brother what he thinks. Yeah. I can't wait for it to be over. I can't wait for there to be heat all over the house. Right now, it is freezing cold to get into the bathroom in the morning, but usually we have heated flooring. So we've gotten used to, when it's this time of the year, when I go out there with bare feet, the floor is a little, it's not hot. It's just a little warm, and I love it. And then all of a sudden, it's just cold. I'm like, oh, this isn't summer anymore. But you know, the wooden fireplace is doing a great job. I mean, it isn't supposed to heat up an entire house. It's not made for that. And really, if it wasn't for the fans, we wouldn't be able to heat up the house. So they're basically standing, with a few, I don't know, maybe 6 feet apart, so that they blow the warm air from that end of the house to this end of the house, so that it's at least livable. I mean, in here it's cold. It isn't now because I have the computer on and my body heat and I have my ring light going, so it isn't cold in here. But when I open the door to walk in here, it's like, oh, I need to turn up, light. I need to turn on the lighting. I need to turn on the computer just to get that running. So it'll be nice when it's all working again. All of a sudden, you really appreciate what you have. I mean, not having heating in November it isn't optimal. But we survive. But I can't imagine what it would have been like if we didn't have the fireplace. We would have had to gone out to buy some of these electrical ovens or gas ovens, to heat up the house. That would have been interesting and expensive. Yeah, but it's fine. Tomorrow it's over, hopefully. And I can't wait to see what it's gonna look like when it's all set up. So yeah. So did any of you get any diamond paintings this weekend? Adam is well glad you're getting it done before winter hits. It takes a lot of wood to keep a house warm in winter. Oh, it does. We have these pressed uh, wood scrapings, whatever you want to call them. These blocks of wood that is compressed, glued together, because they heat up better than the wood itself. Hey, Angel, sweetie, how are you doing? Um, yeah, they heat better. The wooden logs they heat as well, but those are great for if you want to have something nice to look at, right? If you really want this is to warm up or heat up a house, the other one is the best. You're doing great, Angel. I'm so glad to hear it. So glad to hear it. But yeah, I'm really appreciative that it isn't snowing outside or that we have freezing degrees outside, because that would have been bad. I mean, I'm running around in a t-shirt, so it isn't cold, you know. And if I would feel cold, I would take on a sweater or something. So, I mean, David is having a sweatshirt on, I think, but I don't feel cold, so it isn't that bad. I mean, you would know it if I was feeling cold because I would run around in sweatshirts and a, I don't know, mitten or whatever. But it's okay. It is okay. And this sniffling and whatnot doesn't have anything to do with that. At least I don't think so. I mean, I think that's Rosa, most likely. Rosa, Rosa, oh my brother, because these two, and I'm trying to teach both of them that if you sneeze, please, sneeze behind your hand because all those bacteria just fly all over, or cough for that matter. And I told my brother, there's nothing, it isn't a question why Rosa doesn't do it because she sees you and you never, sneeze or cough behind your hand. You just all over the place. And then I get it, and I get sick, and I have an immune system that really has a life of its own sometimes. So, like, yay! I wonder why I keep getting colds all the time. I never used to get that many colds in a year before Rosa started daycare. Yeah, it's fine. Hopefully, one day my immune system will say, "Oh, these colds, we have enough of those. We just don't want to." Our body can say, "Screw you, we're not doing them anymore." But I doubt it. I doubt it. And it isn't that bad anymore. The other day was way worse. I wanted to film a ASMR video, but I couldn't because my nose would be running and I'd be coughing and sniffling. And I'm like, I can't film an ASMR video with that. So that was when I did a whipping chat instead. But I was like, you can't do a ASMR video with snifflings and coughing in the background. Yeah, you're almost home, sis. That's nice. How long does it take to drive her there and come home again? Like an hour and a half, too? I mean, I've been here about an hour and 20 minutes. So, yeah. I wonder when I've been using so many drills. I mean, this is, people laugh at me, but this is the extra drills for my Alphonse Mucha. So I have this one with all the light colors. Then I have this with the more creamy colors. Then I have this with the brownish colors. And then I think in this one I also have the greenish. Yeah, brown and green in this one. And then this one is all the red and pink. And I mean, eventually I will have used enough so that I can stuff them into some of the other of these baggies. But it's nice because I know, oh, I need a cream color refill. So that is, this bag. Or I need some red. This is this bag. Or the brown. It's nice. But yeah, it is a lot of frills. And sometimes I was like, didn't I just refill my... You had to wash your car? Yuck. David washed ours the other day, I think. But yeah. In this square I'm working on, I will be using the white AB for the first time. Anyways, that is a lot, but I understand because that canvas is huge. It is, and I love it. I love it. I love it. I mean, what was it? I was, because I haven't been diamond painting that much, and all last weekend I didn't diamond paint at all, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. So I was counting, how many days has it been taking me to do each row so far, and I've just started the fifth row. So the first four rows has been about 5.5 day per row, which isn't so bad. I mean, but before the last weekend, it was around 4 days per row. So I'm behind. Yeah, white car, yeah, white cars need to be washed all the time. Nina, I have to run. Not sure if I'll be here the next two Sundays since I am a dog and house sitting for your youngest. Oh, well, if not, have fun, Nina. You just, use her network and you can be here. But yeah, I don't have cats in here, and yet I have cat hairs on my diamond painting. Hey Leah, when will you begin the Diamond Art Club diamond painting? I can't wait to hear what you think of it. Take care, Nina. I hope you'll have a great week. But yeah, the diamond painting is amazing. I can't wait to see it done. And then I'm like, how am I gonna, how will I display it, Because I want to hang it in here for a while. I mean, not forever. I don't know, because maybe I should do it that way. Because I will be working on this until the end of December. Then I will put it away until summer with the masters. In front of my yard? Yeah, that'll be an idea. You have to finish the Blue Fox one. Okay. How far are you in that one? Yeah, I could do it. But yeah, I could do that. So it'll hang until summertime, and then I'll work on it again as we get to summer with the masters. And hopefully I'll be done by the end of that. I was also considering, after my event is done, I could just pick it up again. But then I'd most likely be done before summer with the masters. And it also depends how far I'm getting before the end of December, because I mean, finish when I finish the fifth row, I'll be about a third done, right? You're one third done? Okay. Artemis, how many whips do I have at one time? Usually one. So this one is actually stressing me a little bit, that I have to have, two whips, putting this one away and then the other one that I'll be working on. And that'll be the first time that I have more than one whip going at a time. So it's a little stressful, but it'll be okay, I think, right? And then I need to empty out some of my other um, containers so that I can have containers enough for my own event canvas. I It'll be so fun because this one is, all of the neutral colors with some pinks and whatnot in it, but this one is so colorful, which is what I'm looking forward to. All the neutrals and then all the colors. It's gonna be okay, and I have some plans on trying to use some of those. Welcome back, Leanne. I am I am gonna try to put in some of those specialty drills that I got. I mean, they're all in here, the ones that I bought. So I will try to see if I can put in some of those in that diamond painting, just to see if I can. And I have The quad cubes. Yeah, I got some of those. What kit is this? This is Wizard Spell, and it's amazing. Let's do it like this. Now you can see. Isn't he great? I can't wait. And I'm still finding it funny how this one actually reminds me of Astronomer because we have the wizard with the pointed hat, and we have the telescope that was in Astronomer as well. But yeah, what was it? We have 88 colors, including 5 aurora borealis and 3 fairy dusts. And I also have a bunch of fairy dust that I bought. Oh, this would be fun. Artemis, yes, maybe count it as a hold, not a real whip. I get a weird feeling if I have more than 2. Ooh, and that'll be cool to add specials too, right? I seriously can't wait. And I might have to ask Anthony, which it has been forever since we've seen Anthony in here, by the way, you know, to give me some advice on which ones to swap. But 88 colors. Whew, that is a lot of colors. But yeah, it's gonna be fine. Is it the most colors that I will have had? I think it is. I think so. Huh. We'll see. Yeah. I was actually wondering, because let's say I get halfway done with this diamond painting, right? Would that count as a finish? Usually we'd say a 60 by 90 is a diamond painting, right? That is a kit. But no, I was just messing around, being like, oh, so this is actually 2 diamond paintings. So if I finish half of it before New Year's, I would have finished the diamond painting. But no, no. I don't even know. Did I finish 6 so far? How many diamond paintings have I finished this year? Hang on. How did you do putting that fast? I want to know that too, Artemis. Maybe she cheated. So, let's see. Let's see. That was last year. When do we get to this year? That was last year. Last year and last year. Okay, so this year I've done Astronomer, Threats of the Universe, Modern Stone Age Family, Zodiac, Question of Reality, Virgo, While Mice Are Away, Mice Will Play, and then this one. So how many is that? Did anybody count? Okay, so we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I'll have 7 finishes and then this one as a whip. That's not bad. I mean, I know some people say, oh, I just finished 40 diamond paintings. And I'd be like, I'm sorry, what? But I have 7 finishes and then hopefully half of this one. My sister is texting me. Oh, looks good, sis. Looks good. So, yeah. I can't remember the last time I did a pudding. Chocolate pudding, I think, was the last one. I think. I think. But yeah. Animals, okay, that makes sense. Nope, I wasn't counting. I was thinking about how big those completed canvases are. Oh, so astronomer was 70 by 105, if I remember correctly. Yeah, astronomer was 105 by 70. Threads of the universe was 55.8 by 76. Modern Stone Age was a teensy tiny one. That one was 32.9 by 37.8. Zodiac was 70 by 93. A Question of Reality was 70 by 99. Virgo was also a small one, 55.8 by 55.8. And While Kittens Are Away, Mice Will Play was a 75 by 55.5 centimeters. Leah has to run. See ya. Bye, sis. Love ya. So, yeah, I mean, I don't tend to do a whole lot of small ones. I mean, I do have this kind of saying that is, go big or go home, because I don't like the little ones. Some might say that's crazy or whatnot, but I like big diamond paintings. I mean, I like having a challenge, and yeah, challenges are fun. And if I would just finish them in no time, I would be a little like, okay, why would you know? Yeah. Thank you, Don. Yeah, I like the big ones. And I think this one, the one that I'm doing, the wizard spell, is a 94 by 70. So that one is a big one too. Yeah. But it is funny to do big ones, I think. There you go. I don't know. I never counted the. Do you remember that I used to do the non licensed ones before? If you've been here forever, you know. Um, and whenever people ask you, so how many diamond painting have you finished? And I go, you know what? I'm actually not sure because I can't remember how many non-licensed I did. I think I did around 15 or something. But I'm really just counting in that one. I'm just counting the licensed ones because yeah. But there was, which live was that? That was the other day in Timothy's live when she had Jenna on, and she was like, "Oh yeah, and I finished 40 diamond paintings since I started earlier this year." And I was like, "I'm not even sure I finished 40 diamond paintings since I started 3.5 years ago." But then again, I tend to do big diamond paintings. I want to do Wizard Spell, but it's sold out. Yeah, I know. Maybe it'll be back. And there was also a lot of other amazing, wizard diamond paintings from Diamond Art Club. But I didn't get it the first time around either. I got it on a restock. So yeah, but there is a whole lot of other beautiful, beautiful kits that you can do. But yeah, I get it. I mean, when I saw this one, I was like, okay, so this will be so much more fun than the one last year because it's so colorful. And you do know I love my colors. And it'll be even better after this one since that's so neutral. But I've been thinking about it. I have done a few of the darker ones by now. I did Astronomer, I did The Boy Who Lived, some of the darker colored diamond paintings. And then this one that's more neutral, and also Zodiac was more neutral. Leanne is doing the cat wizard one. That one is beautiful one. That's the greenish one, right? That just came out. The brother to what's the name of that first one that came out? Angel just did it. Anywho, I know which one you mean, Leanne. So yeah, but I actually think I prefer neutral colors over completely dark ones. I think maybe I need to do another dark one to be sure. Oberon, right? That's the name of the old one. Uh, Eve, our new young diamond painter friend, has arrived. Say hi to Lily. Hi, Lily. I hope you will enjoy doing your mini dazzles. They are so much fun, and I hope you will love diamond painting. I'm sorry. So yeah, but have fun. And Eve is amazing. She will teach you everything. Have a good day, Lily. Lily is a beautiful name. Lily is a beautiful name. It reminds me of Harry Potter, by the way. Just talking about. But yeah. Oh, Eve, if I lived closer, I would give her some of my diamond paintings. I mean, I'm sure, because this is a small one, right? If you lived closer, I would give her my Jetsons. So, because that is a small one. See you, Eve. Hi, Kathy from me. And I hope that Lily will love it. Stop. Stay. Thank you. Hi, Eve. Yeah. I love, it's the same in the VIP group. I love when we get, hi, Kathy. Have a great day. Uh, um, Eve, we'll maybe we'll figure something out. I need to look into to shipping and stuff like that. Um, but yeah, that's one of the things that I love in the VIP group. Whenever we get to see the children doing diamond painting, which is why I would love if Rosa would diamond paint one day. I mean, her auntie would be poor, but it would be fun. I'm pretty sure she would have to show interest more than just, a week or so before I would consider, because I would buy her licensed diamond paintings. But yeah, I don't know. The little ones, maybe. But I think it'll be a few more years. I don't know. One day. One day. Hey, did anybody buy anything this week? I asked, but nobody told me. I loved the Ruth Thompson dragon that was released yesterday. All the pebbles. And here we have it again. That is a ginormous diamond painting. Was it 60, 50 something by 138 centimeters? I remember it being 138. Take care, Eve. Have a great day. I remember it being 138 centimeters, which was like, yay, that is a big one. Oh, you bought the Advent and the mystery box? I read that there was 37 different varieties of that mystery box. See, I would love to get a mystery box one day, but my issue is you never know if you get round or square diamond paintings. I would wish that they would do, okay, this is a round mystery box, this is a square mystery box, or this is a mixed one. So, because I don't want to buy and then risk getting three round diamond paintings. I mean, some of them have been, all squares or three rounds and one square or whatever. And I'm like, why would I risk getting three rounds? Artemis, my kid got into it by requesting stuff, then by doing her favorite character by Dotsies. Nope, I'm waiting until Black Friday because I've spent too much over the last 2 weeks. Dawn liked the parrot but didn't bite. The parrot is beautiful. That one got on my wish list as well. And the same with the dragon that got on my wish list. Then I have it there, in case Black Friday comes along and any of the new ones isn't really in my, it has happened and people were like, oh, I'm not really into the 100 new diamond paintings they will release. Then I at least would have some in my wish list. Hopefully it will be like last year we had that code that was, for all diamond paintings, not just the new ones. I don't know. We'll have to see. We will have to see. I mean, now that I'm getting better at my multi-placing, hopefully I can finish more. Last year I finished 5 diamond paintings in a year, but that was from March. And then this year it's finished 7.5, hopefully. So who knows? Maybe next year I'll finish 8. I don't know. And then as I'm getting better at my multi-placing, it'll be a little faster, maybe. And it also depends on the time that I have. Because I have decided I need to knit more. I have a lot of yarn that I need to to use. Plus, I want to. I mean, I didn't even knit that much the last year. And now I'm kind of into it again. So, who knows? Don, how many paintings do you think DAC will put out for Black Friday? The past 2 years, it's been 100. So I think it'll be that again. But Cyber Monday, I mean, one year it was 25, and the other year it was 50, right? I do have a ton of yarn, Leanne. I do. And I do need to. Also, I need to go through it all because I do have some that I'm not going to use anymore. Um, or not going to use at all. Some of it is bought back when I didn't have a lot of money, and today I wouldn't have bought it. So, I mean, I don't know. I don't know. Maybe I give it away, or maybe I sell it. I don't know. And then in general, I just need to do some cleaning up in here because I do have a lot of stuff. And the other day, I was in a Zoom call, and one of the other gals have a daughter that loves these reborns, and she wanted to see Penelope, so I had to get her out, and now she's sitting down here, and I need to get her back where she belongs. So, but maybe I should just comb her hair while she's out here. I don't know. Her hair has been funny since I bought her. I dream of finding someone who can redo her hair, but that is expensive. So yeah, Then I would want her to have a little longer. I don't know. But yeah, that is Penelope. That's my baby. Rosa isn't old enough that she gets to play with her yet. Plus, she's also heavy. She's about 6 or 7 pounds. So, not old enough. Oh, not old enough yet to play with my reborn. Thank you, Artemis. Yes, she's adorable. My little reborn baby. At least she doesn't look like a dead baby. I was very adamant about that. Thank you, Leanne. Yeah, some of those babies look like these reborns. They look like dead babies, and no, no, I wasn't gonna have a dead baby. I mean, no, I was really, I want a toddler. She's a toddler, and I want her to have open eyes because a lot of those with closed eyes look like the dead babies, and I didn't want her to look blue. A lot of them look blue, and I was like, no. So I looked at a lot of them that was for sale, and she came along, and yep, my little Penelope. She didn't have a name when I got her, so I named her. Well, anyway, the seller didn't tell me what they have called her. So I was like, she looks like a Penelope. So yeah. Oh, I don't know how many of you follows Lisette Craft and Tells. She is having a live at 10 p.m. European time, which is 4 Eastern, yeah, 4 p.m. Eastern and 1 p.m. Pacific. So if you want to join her, I'm pretty sure she'd love it. She has her 4-year channel anniversary. That is what she's celebrating. I'll have my 3rd anniversary next year. And I'm getting close to 500 subscribers. So, I mean, if you know anybody that doesn't follow me and you think they'd like my content, please share it, say, hey, don't you want to follow this one? I have decided to do a giveaway once I've been above 500 for a little while. Because usually you would go, I hit 500 and then I'd go back to 499 or 98 and then I'll go up to 400, 502. I would have to have been above 500 for a little while continuously. Then I do a giveaway. For what? Not sure. Something. But yeah. So if you know anybody that I wouldn't scare away too fast, consider sharing it either here or on Instagram or on Facebook in groups or whatnot. Please do so because I would love to get that 500 mark. So yeah, then I just need to reach the 3,000 view hours, which will be a while because I'm at 2,100 something. Leanne is way ahead of me by now, which is yay, I love it. I love that for you, Leanne. So, yes, you did, Dawn. You did win my last giveaway. When I reached 350, right? I wanted to do it differently. So I didn't want to do it when I hit 250. So I decided, okay, when I reach 350, I'd do a giveaway. Just to do it. You keep checking my numbers, Leanne. Yeah, I don't really do that. I just noticed, like, oh, Timothy, you're still here, but you had a phone call. It's okay. It's okay. Thank you, Leanne, for cheering on me. I know, Don, I'm at 498. I was at 499, but somebody decided to leave again. But it's like I said, win some, you lose some. You win some, you lose some. And I mean, it isn't really. I think, I want the people who want to be here. So, yeah. But it's crazy that I have almost 500 subscribers and only maybe like I don't know, a 20th of them watch my content. So it's like, maybe it's kind of like me, I follow a lot of YouTube channels, but I don't watch a lot of them, or I don't watch every video at least. So, yeah. And I prefer there not being that many. In these lives, I'm like, I can talk to every one of you and then don't feel like I'm missing something. I feel bad if wait, did I miss one of your comments? I feel so bad if that happens. But yeah, I like my little channel. Who was I talked to somebody? Where was I? I can't remember. I was somewhere we talked about YouTube and I had a channel and people that person were like, oh, so do you earn any money off of it? I'm like, but like one, you would have to have 1,000 subscribers and 400 view hours. I don't have that. And I mean, I'm still quite a way out of it. But even if you are monetized, you don't really earn anything. You would have to be enormous. I mean, like, have like 20, 50,000 viewers, and you would have to have at least one video go viral that will, give you continuously watching. You don't really make anything of YouTube. You don't. Artemis, I think that's the weird thing about YouTube. We're all in the same chat circles, but YouTube recommend cat herding videos, not diamond painting channels. Yeah, I do get a lot of diamond painting, but since I've started watching Chicago Fire, I get a lot of Chicago Fire videos recommended. Sometimes I'm like, I'm sorry, where is the recommended diamond painting videos? I just get, have you seen this person? Oh, look at this. This is about 4 minutes of this episode that you've watched like a gazillion years ago. And oh, this is a song where you can see this couple making out like 10 minutes. And I'm like, why would I do that? I just want my diamond painting. Come on. Or knitting. And then I subscribed to a channel because we can teach you how to crochet. And back then there would be like a video a week or something. And now I stopped following that channel because all of a sudden they would put out 20 videos in 5 minutes. And then my subscription side would disappear. I wouldn't see anything else but those crochet videos. And I'm like, I don't want that. Or not Teletubbies. Um, VeggieTales. I love VeggieTales. But when they release 20 videos in an hour, I'm like, again, it disappears. So I unsubscribed from that channel too because I want to see different people, not one channel. And maybe I'm just weird. I am weird, by the way. I know that. But yeah. And every now and then I will go through the channels that I'm subscribed to. Mostly I will pick the non-diamond painting channels. Oops. uh, what did it end there? It's mostly those that I would end up saying, okay, I don't follow those anymore. Either because I've started following them like a million years ago. Hey Tim, how are you doing, friend? You're going back to making square things round? Yay! I need one. I need more of your pens. I need it in my life. Maybe that should be a present for myself one day. I hope you're doing well, Tim. Both you and Carrie. So yeah, it really is one of my favorite pens. I love using this one. Me too, Leanne. I am using my leopard leatherwood pen that I got from you. It is so comfy in my hand. This one is too, but it's different. You know, they feel different in my hands. And this one is a bit longer. Like this bit is longer. Timothy, I've got to run now because I need to get a drink before I mod for it. Hey, Timothy, if I remember correctly, Angel isn't live today. She didn't. She doesn't go live because the set goes live. Adam, if you like Veggie Tales, where is my hairbrush? I love him. Oh, nobody here knows them that well either. I love the song "I Love My Lips." That one became a fast favorite years and years and years ago. Yeah. Oh, you're only 103 orders behind, Tim. You're gaining ground. Yay! Well, eventually you will have caught up. Bye, Tammy. Hi, Sherry. Welcome. Is Angel going live? I thought I read somewhere she wouldn't go live today because of Lisette. Or do I remember incorrectly? Am I? Because if I am, we're gonna have to. Uh, Angel. There's usually an Angel video here on Sundays. That is Adam. Um, Hang on. Oh, Angel, where are you? Huh. Kuba Kai. Angel, where are you? I saw you yesterday. Diamonds and Washi, Emeralds and Fairy Lights. And then Mrs. Coffee. Angel is gone. What happened to it? Oh, there she is. Live. No, she's not going live. See? Right, so it wasn't just me. Yes, I thought so. I was like, I'm so confused. Why is Timothy saying because I would be mudding as well, which I only did it this long because I know she didn't do her live. And I will be mudding for Lisette. Anywho, she'll figure it out. She might be back. You got Leanne, you got your latest leopard leatherwork pen shorter, right? Because that beautiful red one, it looks shorter than this one. Because I would love it, maybe this. Because I love short pens. I have no issues using this one. And I'm still, just. Yeah, you like the shorter ones, I know. But I can still flip it with no problems at all. It's just I would love to get, because I have the mini pens from Enabler's Outpost, but I would love to get a pen that's maybe like this, eventually. Then you just need a very long um, blank, and you can cut it in two, and you can have two pens. Nah, it's fine. But it's funny how you can feel the difference because I mean these are almost the same height, right? But there is still a difference, and I can feel it. It's like this bump down here is what it. This one is shorter than this one. So one day, I will have more, and then I will sell some of my other pens. I do have these from Seplubo Tours. They're too thick for my fingers, so maybe I'll sell one of them, and then find someone else who does the cinnamon swirls that I can get in a thinner version because I love that cinnamon pen. But to keep a pen just for the smell would be kind of sad, right? I don't know. Anywho, we've been yabbering for about 2 hours, and I will hopefully see all of you in the sets live soon. And I need to go clean up some. We have this water purifier thing that can hold about 2 gallons of water, and we need that for tomorrow. So I need to go clean that one up, and I might do that before the sets live. So, but I appreciate all of you being here, and hopefully you will be back next Sunday. You would love a cinnamon pen, Dawn. They smell amazing. My coffee pen has stopped smelling like coffee, but the cinnamon pen is still, yeah. You try to catch Lisette, Leanne. Good. But I'm so happy you're all here. Hopefully, I will see you next week. And also, hopefully you will watch my videos this week. I'm still planning out which one to do, but at least there will be a whipping chat. And I will probably do an ASMR video and an unboxing as well. So take care, everybody. Have a great week and a great day. And love you all. Bye. Bye.